Hey there, Saints Nation. This is SaintsCenter.
Results are next.
Welcome to this week's episode of SaintsCenter. I'm Micah McGinnis.
And I'm Neil Viersba.
Later in the show, we've got some segments by Chris and Randy Horton.
But first, let's go to our tennis correspondent, Chris Parr.
Thanks, guys. This week, I'm covering tennis, the most depressing sport in the world because no matter how good you are, you'll never be as good as a wall. On Saturday, both the men's and women's tennis teams swept North Central College at the Arrowhead Tennis Center in Duluth. For the women, the teams of Alexis Gunderson and Sarah Corio and Olivia Bredding and Mickey Sams swept their doubles opponents. The teams of Madeline Scanlon and Daniela Rojas won 8-1. Hallie Nystrom defeated her opponent 6-0. Overall, the women only dropped 5 games in total. For the men, Josh Stainer and James Mack defeated their doubles opponents, while the teams of Tyler Bates, Cody Mostyn, and Taylor Groh and Trace Combs won 8-1. Logan Engelstad and Mike Fontana defeated their singles opponents 6-1. They certainly let their rackets do the talking this weekend. Now on to Jimmy with track and field.
You've got a face for radio, Chris. Men's track and field made their pilgrimage to Northern Michigan University Saturday and returned to Duluth with 3 wins. Ryan Murphy in the weight throw, Alex Horoshak in the triple jump, and Luke McKenzie in the mile. McKenzie has won all 4 his races he's entered this season. The women snagged 5 wins at Saturday's meet and managed to sweep the 800 meter. Amy Campbell took first, followed by Emily Lundgren and Casey Hovland respectively. The mid-distance trio teamed up in the 4x400 meter relay with Maggie Kirkovich to take second, right behind another team from Scholastica. Saints host a home meet Saturday in the Burns Wellness Commons. What's going on with hockey, Neil?
Groovy. Thanks, Jimmy. The men's hockey team began the weekend on the road against Northland College. Dylan Nowakowski got things going for the Saints as he contributed one of the eventual 4 goals for the Saints. Derek Hills netted 2 goals for the Saints. The Saints and Northland would eventually tie 4-4. Saturday's game, the Saints were back home. Dylan Nowakowski scored his 10th goal of the year on a power play goal in the first period. The last goal for the Saints was by Derek Sutliff as the Saints fell to Northland 3-2 Saturday night. Friday night, the women's hockey team took on 5th-ranked Adrian College. Taylor Guzzo netted the only goal for the Saints as Adrian College would go on to win 2-1. Saturday, the women's hockey team faced Lake Forest College. The Saints would score 2 goals in the third period to tie Lake Forest 4-4. Kaylee Heyman, Amanda Broman, Nina Whitaker, and Abby Sawyer all scored goals for the Saints. Next weekend, both hockey teams are on the road as the women face Concordia, Wisconsin on Friday, and the men face St. Norbert. Now on to Micah McGinnis with a weekend recap on the Saints basketball teams.
Thanks, Neil. Both teams advanced their conference record to 4-3 this past weekend on the road. On Friday night, the women's team lost to Martin Luther 55-66, even with Brittany Brennan scoring 21 points for the Saints. Following the women, the men's team dominated Martin Luther 85-65, with Andrew Laughlin scoring 22 points. On Saturday, the women defeated Bethany Lutheran 59-51, with Mariah Hovick putting up 18 points. The men's team also defeated Bethany Lutheran, but by a hair, winning 51-50. Andrew Laughlin and Jacob Naslin both scored 11 for the High. Rachel, how was skiing this past weekend?
Nothing but good news from Snowflake Micah. Over the past weekend, Saint Scholastica Nordic skiers raced the Minnesota Championship Relay, hosted right here in Duluth. The relay consisted of 3 legs and a 5K loop. The men placed first with Joe Dubé, Jake Richards, and Paul Schomer. The women's ski team was also victorious in claiming the first place title. Anita Kiravasemi, Ellie Evans, and Chelsea Youngberg made the women's winning team. The CSS skiers race in Duluth again this upcoming weekend. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Rachel.
We now go to In the Field reporting with Randy Horton.
We're gonna go check out the clump chunk. What's the best clump chunk out here today? Is it number 23?
Oh yeah, it's 23.
Channel your inner Kobe Bryant, make some dunks in the court. Number 23. Randy Horton. And some people think saying the words are hard. If I've ever felt more hardened to buy a ball of rubber, this is it. We'll give it a shot. Right here here at the Mars Lakeside Gymnasium. We're gonna check out some hockey. Got the cup of chuck ready for the discharge. We're gonna see how the game goes with the ladies all over there. It's senior night. Ready on here. I'm gonna take my luck to the cup of chunk. Good thing I brought 3 more. The one looks like the ringer. Looks like we did it. Randy Orton here is collecting the daily rations. What's it say?
$16.75 are the winnings.
16 cents and 75 quarters of cents. Looks like we get one whole lollipop, maybe. Hopefully I can resist and spend it on something good. Something that won't damage me and my others. What do you get for $16.75? I was hoping to get at least a lollipop. Randy Orton here with the other fisherwoman. What is it like in the open sea? There's one person. Randy Orton here with the worker bee. Who's your favorite hockey player on the ice?
I have no idea. I like everybody.
What's your prediction on the game here?
I think that we're going to pull one off and score for you in the third period.
There's a sign supporting I need number 42. Randy Orton here. You. That's what the other team's gonna be saying. Randy Orton here is looking for a mid-game snack. Looks like we found some Tobies and some rubber gloves. I think this will get us through the next period. We're on the Randy Street. There's a big game coming up on the schedule. Is this true? Yeah. When? Tonight. Which way are you gonna rally the troops?
Senior night.
The elderly are springing up like flies.
Hey, bring it, you get in, discount. Hard card.
Ready on here with these soccer school dudes. What's the projection on the game?
I don't know. We'll win. We're gonna win. Back.
Consensus, except for that man there. Ready on here. I've been seeing a lot of people dropping clubs and hugging out in the field. I'm gonna give it a shot of my own. Happy 60th birthday, Dana Moore. It is senior night. Randy Orton here at the end of the match. Looks like we're sending the ladies home on a tie. Hopefully they can figure out their knots, because I sure can't.
Thanks, Randy.
How's it going at the Mr. CSS pageant, Chris?
On Thursday night, student activities hosted the CSS male pageant. Highlights included Thomas Gallegos, the most evil man on campus. He claims that he steals from the poor and takes for himself. Here's some clips.
If you could see the future in 10 years, what would you hope to see?
World peace.
Sweet CSS. Good times never seem so good.
You're gonna steal from the hungry and feed it to your belly?
Yes.
Is that what happens here in Saints Classic Royalty? The corruptness is blowing my mind.
It's a secret. Shh. Don't tell anybody.
Hello everyone, my name is Thomas Gallegos, your homecoming king, and I steal from little children and take for myself. Thank you for having me.
Well, that concludes this week's episode of SaintsCenter. I'm Micah McGinnis.
And I'm Neil Viersba.
Thanks for watching.
And go Saints.